Good evening, everyone. Byron Watson here, Director of Men of the Covenant, also known as Coach Life Pro. It's late tonight on Thursday. I just got back in from a meeting, and I was like, oh man, I didn't do my reading of Proverbs today. So let's get to it. I've done some work some homework that's for my appointment and presentations I need to do tomorrow, so I'm able to go ahead and get this video in. All right, so today is the 18th day of the month of May. And the book of Proverbs has 31 chapters in it. And you're able to read one chapter per day to help grow your wisdom and build a relationship with Christ and just really grow your wisdom, all right? And I'm coming from a Leadership Bible, okay? Leadership Bible, New International Version, all right? So 18th chapter, and we're going over 18:2. And then there's chapter 18, 20 through 21. So, and these skills we're talking about are communication today. All right, communication. So 18:2, a fool finds no pleasure in understanding, but delights in airing his own opinion. Okay, 18:2, a fool finds no pleasure in understanding, but delights in airing his own opinions. Okay, and so. And this this skill we're talking about here is communication skills, all right? So Solomon warns against the folly of the one-sided communicator, all right? Solomon is the author of Proverbs here, and King Solomon warns against the folly of the one-sided communicator. All right, so this summation is coming from taken from The Making of a Christian Leader by Ted W. Engstrom, all right? Come back from 1976. These things, right, still exist today, all right? The folly of the one-sided communicator. All right, so the author of this summation, The Making of a Christian Leader, Ted Engstrom, observed this kind of one-sided communication in one place where it shouldn't have happened. All right, so what he's saying is the author observed this kind of one-sided communication in place where it shouldn't happen. A seminar on communication, okay, and the seminar leader, well known as the chairman of Department of Communication at a state university, had failed to communicate. He knew all the proper language and theories. He projected facts, but not understanding. Communication is blocked. You see, guys, communication is blocked when emotions do not coincide with another's feelings, or when there is selective listening on the hearer's part. An appreciation of these factors will enable us leaders to take better steps to guarantee effective communication in their own group. The issue can be put another way as well. Do you communicate without trying, or do you try without communicating? This Proverbs 18:2 demonstrates that the one-sided communicator comes off looking foolish. But look now at verse 13. He who answers before listening, that is his folly and shame. So we're doing a few verses right here. So 18:2, and then it's having us reference 18:13. He who answers before listening, that is his folly and his shame. Okay? A leader must hear before answering. That's essential. But in order to be truly effective, the leader must also listen and respond with a mind that is open and searching for a fuller meaning. Then and only then can effective two-way communication begin to take place. All right? So have you ever were having a conversation with someone and you asked them a question to seek an understanding, and they got upset with you because they did not understand why you was asking the question, right? And so what I was saying is it's selective listening, and then if emotions are involved, and then there's selective hearing. So if I do not have the same emotions as you and I question you, that can be a challenge, okay? That's like you don't want to mess with a bear, okay, or a fool in their folly in this situation, okay? Because they don't know that you're seeking to understand. They're in their feelings, okay? And they're hearing what they want to hear through the lenses and the hearing of their emotional state at that particular time. So sometimes you should not even engage in this particular people at that time, okay? All right, so that's 18:2 and 18:13. All right, so now we're still talking about communication skills. We're talking about verses 20 and 21 now. Okay, from 20 and 21, this is 18:20. From the fruit of his mouth, a man's stomach is filled with the harvest from his lips. He is satisfied. 21, the tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Okay, so let's go over it again. 20 and 21. From the fruit of the mouth, a man's stomach is filled. With the harvest from his lips, he is satisfied. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Okay? So understand this. In an information age, in an information communication age, people who can deliver information clearly and accurately are in demand. Think of how many ways that serious consideration to the Proverbs and this cluster can enhance your organization's effectiveness in this critical area. So here now, 2017, it's all about data analytics. You can have the data, but if you don't have somebody that's able to analyze it, comprehend it, and then share it with the powers that be to help make informed decisions, you're not winning. All right? So that's why today we need to be able to find people that are able to process information and then be able to share it clearly and concise way, right? Because today, maybe it's yesterday too, it's challenging. Some people don't like to read, and now in 2017, there's videos here, right? If you write text, some people don't like to read. Some people just prefer to get the message in a video format, which is okay, and that's why you have to know your audience. Okay, the generations of the audience, right? Because the world's greatest generation, World War II and I guys, they're not really on the internet. You're doing snail mail, handwritten letters, and visiting them face to face. Now, maybe some of the baby boomers, the Gen Xers and millennials and the Ys, hey, give me some streaming, give me a video, right? I like to read, and I also like videos too, but I like a combination, okay? Because there's a time and place for everything, okay? So thank you for watching today. Like the video, like it please. If you see other value, you want other people to watch it, share it please. All right. But in the comments, I would love to hear from you how you go about improving your communication skills in the workplace, at home, as your business, as being a leader. Okay. I'm Byron Watson, Director of Men of the Covenant, also known as Coach Life Pro. Have a tremendously thankful Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow where we're talking about change and innovation in the 19th chapter of Proverbs. Have a good evening, everyone. Good night.